Hey guys, thanks for tuning in. Before we get into the episode, I just wanted to give a shout out to a brand that recently sent me one of their products. It was a sports bra from Mary. If you haven't heard of them, check out their website. It is my game day bra. Super comfortable, super tight, super supportive. I have the High Impact Solidarity bra. It's in the emerald green. It's absolutely gorgeous. So if you're in the market, be sure to check them out. Millie Bright from the Lionesses is actually an ambassador for them just recently, so if you want to go and check out her Instagram, you'll see the work they've done together, so it's really, really cool. Shout out to Mary. Thank you guys. Enjoy the episode. Alrighty guys, welcome back to episode 25 of Kick Like a Girl. I have Ali Atkins with me today. Very exciting.
Thanks for having me. Hello, how are you?
Freezing cold days, raining, got our boots on. And Ali has another type of boot.
Another boot.
What have you done to yourself?
Not the most ideal. Yeah, my ankle, very badly. Yeah, potentially two tendons, but scans tomorrow. So
just landing wrong?
Yeah, I slipped at training.
Oh.
And right, like the end of training on the Thursday night before the game. Like doing some shots at the end.
Yep.
Like just some quick shots, and then shot, and then my left foot, that was, as it came down, it like literally slipped on the artificial turf and went underneath me, and then I landed all my weight like on it as it slipped, and just screamed.
Yeah, ouch. Well, hope you're not sidelined for too long.
Hopefully not. 4 to 6 weeks, I think. So
that's too long. My video that went viral, have you seen it?
Of course I've seen it, only 1 million times.
Do you know how many views it has?
Did you get 100,000?
950,000. 50,000.
Holy hell.
We're going to have a Millie party, guys.
You have to.
If you haven't watched it, click on there, get 50,000 more views, and
you'll hit the mill.
Yeah.
That's wild.
And that's with comments off.
Yeah, I saw you turned them off.
I turned them off.
Cut them as sojos.
Yeah, lots of them.
Yeah.
There's like 1,200 sends. So I find it wild that video that I just took so casually.
Did you have any idea it was going to blow up like that?
Nah.
That's crazy.
Nah. It was just like an Adelaide thing.
Yeah.
That's what I thought. Anyway.
No, it was good though. It started a good conversation.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah.
We are going to chat a little bit with you about your journey so far. A bit of a veteran. You've been around a while.
I have.
We're the same era, sort of.
Yeah.
And then we're going to do mid-season review because everyone's played, and we're halfway through the WMPL round season this year. So we're going to chat about new teams, got some new signings. Window closes soon.
Couple of
hours. So it'll be interesting to hear what's been going on. So yeah, just wind back the clock for us. When did you start playing?
I reckon I started playing when I was, I was 6 in Adelaide Hills.
Cute.
So my first club would have been Bridgewater.
Nice, shout out Bridgewater.
Shout out to Bridgewater.
Is that still a thing?
I reckon.
Yeah?
Yeah, in the Adelaide Hills League. And yeah, so what was that, like 2005, something like that? 2004, I don't know. And yeah, so I played in the Hills my whole junior, when I was a junior. Also Mount Lofty, and then Harndorf for a bit. And then I went to Federation, I guess, when I was 10-ish. Played Adelaide Hills Hawks. It was my first Federation club.
Yeah, up at the Nest.
Hawks Nest, Woodside. So a couple of years there, I was practically raised at that club because my brother's the whole reason I started playing soccer, because they did.
Yeah.
And my eldest brother still plays soccer. And yeah, so they were playing for Hawks. I started playing for Hawks, and then I think it was after the state team became in the Premier League, I left the Hills. That was the first year that the Federation team went into the Premier League, and then I moved out, and then from there, yeah, it went.
Parryl's Knights?
Barry Hills Nights. So after I finished with state program, so too old, I had to join one club that was outside of
Too old, what,
state.
17?
17, yeah.
You're
Because
finished.
it was sort of yeah, basically at that point, it's like, get lost. So yeah, I had to pick a club outside of like the state program, and then I don't know why I went to Para. I was trying to think, it's like, why Para Hills? But then, yeah, I was
Where were you living?
Where was I living?
Not
I think
still
I was living in Marden at
Yeah,
that time, yeah. So like I left the hills when I was like 16. Well, probably a bit earlier actually. It would have been when the state team happened, because we were training Burton, and then I started going to high school not in the hills. So
Burton. Who remembers
Yeah.
Burton?
the old Burton is the
If you
state
remember
facility.
Burton and you're listening, you're the real one. You're the
That's
OG.
so true. That is the OG. Wow.
That's before the park.
Before artificial.
Yeah,
Before artificial turf sort of thing, like in Adelaide. My
That's
God.
Salisbury United now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know that till like 6 months ago when I was there for a function. I was like, huh.
Yeah. What a blast from the
It is
past
a
that
blast
is.
from the past.
Yeah. Also driving there from bloody Harndorf,
Yeah.
5 days a week was
Ugh.
insane.
Yeah, that's wild. Yeah, so
So I picked Para.
is that where we met, or was
That's
I not
where we
there
met.
yet?
Well, like I would have met you with state because you were the year above me. So like
That's
Coffs
right.
Harbour, I reckon
Yep.
we went at the same time, but you were the year above.
Yeah, and all the zone.
Yeah.
The zone. We were in the same zone.
Yeah, I think so.
No,
I don't know. I think you were just
No,
the year above me.
we were yellow. Were you blue?
Ooh,
You're west.
what was I? I was east. I think I played
I,
east.
I only remember so clearly is because
The
we
stick.
wore bright yellow.
Bright yellow. I never wore a
Short
bright yellow.
socks, top.
Yeah. I never wore a bright yellow.
Nah, I think you were blue.
Mm.
With like and
Yeah.
the checkers and well they were. Was it like Dylan Holmes?
Yeah, so Dylan
Yeah.
was all my year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think you're west.
Yeah.
Or west green. I don't know.
I don't know
People
the
listening
colours.
probably like you're getting it all wrong.
Yeah.
Whatever. We played at Para Hills Nights for a few years.
Yeah. What year was that? 20...
10?
No, later.
11?
Later. Oh,
I think
maybe
20,
12,
11 or
11.
12.
Maybe 20...
But I played 17s for a bit first. Before Premier League.
Wow, I'm so old. I'm trying to think this. Yeah, so I was there 2 seasons at Para.
Okay. Yeah.
You should have left, dude. Can't believe.
Mum will be listening and watching. She'll be like, I told her.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I was playing centre back at Para Hills at one stage.
You said that to someone, they wouldn't believe you.
No. So, Para Hills, 2 years.
Yeah. And then,
West for how long before
So-
you come?
so it was Para, and then City I was there for like 5 years, I realised. So Eduardo, and then the whole reef change.
Yeah.
So then it went to all the Friday nights when that was
Yeah.
when I was at City.
Mm-hmm.
And then like it was like the proper like WNPL.
Then the new
And then
hub
the new
was
era
born.
started. So
The-
Eduardo left
the
at that
parks.
point, and then everything was at the parks, and then it was like the Pez era, a
Pez.
whole new refresh.
Yeah.
Adelaide City.
Yeah, so that was glory days for Adelaide City.
Yeah,
I've spoken about it numerous times, I think, with nearly every guest.
yeah,
Just how crazy
Insane.
good that team was. And
insane.
if you look at that, if you look at some of them starting teams, that's pretty much like A-League, 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 Matildas. Like,
Yeah,
it's nuts.
It's
so that
crazy.
was like 20, you guys won 2018, 17, 18, 19.
17, 18, 19, and then I think 19 was treble.
Yeah.
There was those 3 in that year, and then like the other 2 were like 2 of the 3.
Yeah.
Like, 2 of the 3 trophies you could win.
Yeah.
So then 2020 is when we meet again at West
Mhm.
Adelaide.
Oh, that's right. Adrian Sancho.
Old mate Sandtrap brought me over.
Who's made a shock appearance
Shock.
back into the women's football. Talk
Yeah.
a little bit more about him later. I'm actually a bit cross with him at the moment. Yeah, so you're at West 2020.
Yeah, crazy COVID year.
21?
And 21 at West with Tracy.
Yeah.
Where we came second to Salisbury.
Yeah, at Mount
Second
Barker.
and everything up at Mount Barker. Tears.
Tears.
And then departed ways back to City
22.
in 22, where I would again come second in everything, but this time to West Adelaide. So it was like,
You can't win.
I was like second, second.
That's a hell of a year to leave West then
Yeah,
before that
mate.
treble.
Yeah, and then you guys had a stack. That
that's
City
right.
team was also great. I remember like the whole year it was like Adelaide City West, that 2022
Yeah.
was so good.
Yeah.
And then you guys fucking got us in everything.
Yeah.
League,
Damn.
just won the league, just beat us in the cup final, and then the grand final was a close one, but you guys still won it.
Yeah. You're also seen around the place doing media stuff.
Yeah.
Have you commentated?
Yeah.
Commentary's fun.
I like,
Do you like
it. Yeah.
So fun.
I wish more people got into it.
Yeah.
It's actually so fun.
Yeah, Sarah Taylor had a
I
debut.
heard her. Yeah, she was good.
She was good.
Yeah.
She was a natural.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a few people that I know that would be really good. Ellie Sparrow's dabbled a little bit at Kilburn just because she's been injured.
Yeah.
I reckon Joe Trimboli would be good to listen to as well.
Oh, she would be.
Yeah.
I reckon so many people would be good if
They're scared.
Yeah.
I'm like, just go. Every time I see people, I'm like, you should do it. Or like commentators will message me. Like, do you have anyone? Sarah Chappell, potentially. No, she was going to. I don't know if she ended up doing it. But
have you done Lloyd's NPO?
No, I've been invited, but I haven't been able to yet. Yeah. Modbury Jets, I think, or Playford game with Seb, but one day, Seb, if you're listening, he's probably salty at me. But yeah, do you see yourself sort of doing that to stay in the game when you can no longer play?
Yeah, definitely. I find it so fun.
Yeah.
Like, I never thought I would like it as much, and then last year doing all the stuff with Johnny. Like,
Yes.
you
Grand
just,
final
you just
show.
enjoy it. Like, it's so good, and
Yeah.
like especially him. He's so passionate about it,
Gotcha.
and he's that it just rubs off on you naturally.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And then like him just talking about the games, talking about the leagues, I'm like, shit, yeah, I actually want to go watch.
Yeah.
And then he's like, oh, come commentate, and then you do it, and then you have fun, and then it's like you're just chatting shit.
Yeah.
And then it's like, this is good. And
Yeah.
it's just like connection and everything, and just something else, like not focusing just on you playing.
Yeah.
But like you still know, and I don't know, especially when you commentate, like we know everyone in this league, like so it's like, I don't know, you can really connect to it.
Yeah,
so,
I think having players brings a different element to it for sure, like personal experience. Keko's an animal. We don't know. We were just talking before. Do you sleep? And how do you afford your life? Like how? Just how?
Yeah.
That's our main question. Nah, I think I'm loving how more and more people are recognising his work.
I think this year it's kind of blown up a bit.
He's been doing it a while.
Yeah.
Same with One Game at a Time. Shout out to them. Seb.
They're making waves this year, tell you what.
Yeah, Mark Talbot, David Grant, Alessio, the boys.
They're putting in a lot of work.
I like to jump on there and have some bands every now and then.
They're good.
Yeah, it's good fun. Do you have your WMPL dream team
I do have
ready?
it. Yeah.
Was it hard?
No, it was so easy.
So easy.
So easy.
Oh my gosh. Right.
And then I was like, you know what? I'm actually gonna just keep the people I've only played with.
Oh, I see.
So,
yep.
Alright.
Goalkeeper.
Sarah Langman, brackets Will C.
Yes.
Yeah.
I love this because she's just won the A-League Grand Final and I was watching it here.
Shout out to Sarah.
Yes.
We love you.
Yes. Previous West Adelaide player.
And I played with her at City
Adelaide
as well.
City.
Yeah.
Anywhere else?
Oh, I reckon only those two.
I think
maybe
she was
juniors.
Campbelltown in her juniors. What a player. I'm glad that she's been to a few A-League clubs now.
Yeah.
I think she's really seemed to.
Yeah, and just when you think like she was a little bit hard done by United for a few years, and like they always told her like your height's holding you back, blah, blah, blah. And now she's gone on to play with these clubs, and she's insane. She's great. Honourable mention though to Claudia Jenkins. It was very hard. She's also elite.
She has killed it this year.
Yeah, and she's going to bloody go so far.
Yeah.
The already national team and everything for New Zealand. So you're a legend, Claudia.
Yeah. Anya. Alright, let's go right back.
Emily Hodgson. Yeah, gotta be. Best, by far the best fullback in the league.
Yep.
And like kills it consistently for A-League. Such a good girl. So quick, so athletic. Like there's no question.
Yeah.
For me with her.
No complaints there at all. That is a common answer, old Hodge.
Yeah, I reckon she'd probably be in most.
I think she's centre back number 1.
Centre back 1, Matilda McMahon.
Mac.
Yeah, gotta be. Also elite, like so athletic.
Yep.
So incredible.
Good pick up for United this year.
Yeah,
to come
great.
back.
Yeah.
Yep, solid.
And she's with Alice Macaulay. The old
double Mac
defence, as the commentators like to say, the Mac defence. Cringe,
yes,
but
I don't know if we've had a Macaulay.
yeah, I don't reckon you have, but
No.
she deserves to be there.
Yep.
I know she probably gives you a bit of shit on the, but I mean she provides the entertainment.
I have to say, when you guys played, you gotta know what I'm saying. When we played Adelaide City, Maddie Wright came on and she forgot to take her earrings out, and we had just won a penalty, and you just hear, it's like dead silent, and you just hear Alice go, "She's got her earrings in!"
Oh, you ref, she's got her earrings.
Ref, that's a card. I was like, oh my god.
Yeah, Alice will get you on them all the time.
Yep.
Mm.
So yeah, she loves a band.
She does love the band.
So I'm all about it.
But no, she's so consistent. And then her and Matilda play so well together. Like, I would honestly pick. Like, I know there's a lot of really good centre backs in the league, but like, I would pick Alice like every day.
Yeah.
Like, and she's also such a great club person. Like, she's so good to have in your team.
Yeah.
Works hard and just like literally would die to keep playing. You know.
Yeah. Love that. Left back.
Yeah. Left back. This is a big blast from the past. This one.
Tell me.
Alicia Nicholas.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Got
I
it.
thought about this one because I did maybe have like Charlotte Grant in there.
Yeah.
But then I was like, nah, who can I think? And Alicia, like, especially back in the day, like in her prime,
Yeah.
elite.
Mm-hmm.
That left foot, insane.
Mm-hmm.
The ball would literally never go out. Like, she managed to always keep it in and always send like the best balls down the line. And then
Her crosses too.
Yeah.
Pinpoint.
Yeah.
Something about left foot.
So underrated, yeah. I think honestly, like in her prime, she was like one of the best left footers in the league by far.
For sure.
Could drive, could take players on, and just had like such a good cross.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
What formation you doing? You're doing 2 6s.
1-6.
1-6, 2 10,
Yeah.
and
Yeah, just your traditional 4-3-3. I think is easy.
yeah. Who's your 6? Who's your engine room?
Nano.
Yeah.
Got to be Nano Sasaki.
Yes.
All round legend.
Yeah.
Honestly. We all know how good that girl is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had to put it there. I thought about Dylan there instead, but like, I wanted Dylan to be a bit more attacking because like lately she's been killing it doing that. So.
Yeah.
But you could also swap it. So yeah, Dylan is the next one then, and to keep in the midfield 3.
Yeah.
So Dylan, like your 8 or whatever. Dylan Holmes is by far the best player I've ever played with. By far. She's literally my idol. Like,
I love that.
I love playing with her.
Yeah.
Because we grew up like same year, same everything.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like always like we've always been friends, but like she's always been the one that's like, oh, I want to be like her.
Yeah.
Like so
Similar positions
consistent.
too,
Yeah, same
so
thing. Like we both played the same.
Competition.
Yeah, exactly. And so consistent.
Yeah.
So smart, like so intelligent, and then you might think like, oh, it's like, oh, she's alright, but then training with her as well, she's just another level. Honestly. Yeah. Like, I hope she continues to go far because she's so humble. Also,
yeah,
she could have like an ego, but she's so humble. It's actually amazing. And then my number 10.
Yep.
Number 10, Alex Chidiac.
Yeah. Wow. Big
Look at
part of that city.
Yeah.
I don't even have the words for that team.
Yeah, it was insane. When you think about it, it's like, well, all these players played, like, but Chids is like another breed, honestly. Yeah. Like Matilda, played all over. Yeah. Europe, like, yeah. There's no question she can't not be in there, right? No. I can't believe I played with her. Honestly, like, it's kind of crazy. Yeah, literally. And also a legend of a human. Yes. Should try and get her on.
I have tried to get Chids on.
It's too much of a big deal.
Well, that was around the World Cup.
A bit busy.
Yeah, got a bit busy, but I'll keep trying.
Yeah, you should keep trying.
Chids, if you're watching this, come on the pod. Damn it.
Come on, Alex.
Come on, Alex.
All right. Right wing. Yep. Daniela Di Bartolo. Oh, actually, no. I swapped this. I swapped this over, keeping Daniela, but on the left.
Left wing, Danny.
Because of Alicia. Because the way those two, that duo was something that was special. Like the way that those two worked off each other.
Yeah.
So Daniela's going to be on my left. Also, like, such a legend. Such a legend. Going back, like, even before.
My dream team.
Yeah?
Yeah. I saw her briefly at Kilburn, but I didn't get a chance to say hey. Yeah, with little Dante.
Yeah.
Is she living in Melbourne now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She started family life.
Aww. Who knows, one day.
One day, we were hoping she was going to come back this year.
Wow.
Yeah, we were like, come on, but then more family decides to grow, so, which is amazing for her. But she is literally like, when you think of women's football, I just think like Daniela is such like
and in particular
massive
Adelaide
figure.
City.
Adelaide, like she played over 20 years for Adelaide City. And only crazy. Adelaide City. I think she's one of the only people who's only played for one club.
That's wild.
Like never played any other club, and now has like retired. That's crazy, right?
Yeah.
But a legend. Oh my god, the amount
Is
of
her number
goals she
retired?
scored. It was, but it's actually back this year.
Ah, not good.
Yeah.
Who is it?
Which is sad. I reckon Jess got it. Jess Signer.
First into
fullback.
the club.
Yeah.
Oh man.
I actually think they didn't think about it, which is very disappointing. Franca wasn't happy.
No.
Yeah, Franca was not happy, which is fair. But we literally have like actually in the city change rooms, there's a framed photo of Daniela like on the door, like just next to the door.
Wow.
So like every time you walk, like go to the change room, it's just like this framed thing of Daniela, which is
hilarious.
really sweet actually.
That is sweet.
Yeah, she's just an all-round legend, and oh my god, we're so good.
Yeah.
Like the smallest girl on the team would always like get on the headers in the box.
Yeah.
Like she would tear it up in there.
Mm-hmm.
Like I always thought it was because like the low center of gravity, she could just like turn.
Yeah.
So quick on the ball.
That's my argument because I'm so lanky. Flat agility stuff. Like, you guys are way lower to the ground. You're faster.
Oh, that's so fair. So then I'll say the other side.
Yeah.
So if we've got Daniela on the left, on the right, I've got Yuka.
Winger.
Yeah, just because I needed her in the team.
That's
her in
fair.
the team. And then she did go out there a little bit when she played at City. And then like having your Nano in the middle and Yuka there, and I reckon, really good. You've got to have Yuka in it. She's amazing. Yeah, Yuka, and also a lovely person. Yeah. And then the number 9 has to be Chelsea Dorber. Yeah. Like, insane striker, scores goals, can pick a ball up from literally a defensive half and run every single player and score a goal. Yeah. As she did. Yeah. So, yeah.
Solid
She's
team.
got to be my number 9.
Do you have a coach?
I do, and it's Eduardo Rosso from the OG Adelaide City era. He was like the reason I came to Adelaide City, like in the first place. Like, such a successful coach. Like that City team, the OG, even the OG before they were like back with the boys, everything. That was the time when it was mainly like Metro and City were like the top 2. Yeah. And then everyone else there was always like a massive gap. Mm-hmm. And then they would win like most years. Like they had all their success was basically, even prior to like the Pez era, was from him. Yeah. And he was like the perfect balance of like an intimidating coach who like demanded like excellence, and then also like approachable as well, and like he was perfect. Like he was like very intelligent, very, very, very good coach. And I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna put him in.
Nice.
Yeah.
I love that. That's a solid team you've
Bit
got
of a
there.
blast.
Yeah. All right. Now we're going to look at the current ladder of our league. I'm going to start from the bottom, work our way up, save the best till last, as some would say. Right, shut up.
Not wrong though.
10th place, Campbelltown. 1 win, 1 draw, 7 losses, goal difference of 18 with 4 points.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
Yes, I've got to say, I didn't expect them to be bottom, because I know they sign a lot of players. Yeah. But I just think...
Who did you expect to be bottom, if you don't mind me asking?
I don't know.
Like a Flinders.
Maybe like Uni?
Yeah. Yeah, I actually would have said...
just stayed
last year was not their year, so based on that, I probably would have said Uni would be bottom.
But I just think they signed, a lot of new girls. But I thought I didn't think it would be such a new squad. I thought they would maybe keep what they had. I know State League's such a different standard, but maybe keep some of that structure and core, and kind of build on that with bringing in a few players here and there. But it seems like the lineup from last year to this year is quite different. So I think it's just needed a lot of time to gel. They have spots of experience like Sienna Cavino, and
she's doing well there.
Yeah, she had a good game against us, just gone. Joe Trimboli in the middle.
Yeah.
And they've just signed Marina, the Japanese player, who scored a couple of goals. So yeah, it should be. Hopefully they can.
I reckon that they're going to get some points in this next leg.
Yeah.
Especially with these signings.
Yes.
Yeah.
Are we allowed to
I
say?
reckon you can.
When will that be announced?
When will this come out?
Like tomorrow.
I don't know.
Just say there's a very well known
player.
There's
a massive player going to come in who's going to make a big difference for them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who knows? Like, but I think that they will definitely get some points in this next half. I don't think they'll stay at the bottom, quite frankly.
Hopefully not. I'd like to see them, pick up some points. They have a good club vibe. Like, I like playing at that.
Yeah.
Steve Woodcock.
Yeah.
Pitch.
Whatever it is.
They have Roger there, the strength and conditioning. Just good all round vibes.
I think
this
is like
snarky or nothing like.
Yeah, I agree with that. Like, it's a very. I mean, Campbelltown is a very historic. It's like very well established club. Like, they've been around a long time, and it's nice to see that they're investing in the women.
Yeah.
Like, you saw that by the players they brought in this year, and also now the players they've really invested in bringing in these like top players who are going to come into that team because they want to stay up. So it's nice to see that the club is acknowledging women's football is important enough to be like, no, we want to keep our women's team in the WNPL, so we're actually going to invest money. Whereas some other clubs would be like, leave it, we're just going to keep investing in our boys.
Yeah.
Where like this is like, it's good to see. So I mean, things are going well there in that sense, and I hope they do stay up, to be honest. Yeah.
They don't have a top scorer. They have four goals scored with 4 separate scorers. So, in 9th place.
Who?
Adelaide City.
Yeah.
1 win, 2 draws, 6 losses. Goal difference of -11 with 5 points. Now you have 2 joint top goal scorers with Forbes and Juma, both on 3 each. As you're in that team, Ellie, why don't you tell us what's going on?
What's going on?
What's going on?
Hey.
Inside thoughts.
Yeah. Hard to say, to be honest. It's not been the best, obviously, results-wise. It's very easy to say, like, we've been unlucky. I think definitely in some games that's true. Like, we were robbed against NTC. One of the games we should have won and drawn, with like a ridiculous goal that the linesman called over the line, where for one didn't go over the line, and there's no way in hell he would have seen it even if it did. In the last second of the game, but still triggered.
Can't tell.
But like after we started off alright, and then like with our early win, and then like 2 draws against big teams, being Comets and then I guess NTC. But then after like the loss that followed, it kind of just started like a downward thing, though it's been hard to turn around. We create opportunities, but I think our main problem is we just don't capitalise on them at all. We've had some, I think, to be honest, we've got a bit of issues with our depth. Like our squad is just not as strong, like compared to yours, for example, is next level. Like even if we had like half of your bench, it would be like we would be doing better. Like depth is our problem. We don't have.
You have a bit of a core group, so yourself.
We do.
And Bianca Gray and Macaulay. But just the ages of the girls that have come up.
It's kind of hectic.
State league previously.
So this year we had Lewis come in, a new coach. Well, he'd been coaching the men at Adelaide City for the past couple of years, like 18s and resis, who is a great coach. By the way, I really enjoyed this season with him. Trainings have been incredible. So I don't blame run on him at all. Maybe only slightly because he has to take some responsibility as a coach. But his whole thing when he came in, he wanted to bring in these young players. So I remember initially at the start of the season, I spoke to him and I was asking, who are you bringing in? Like, we'd lost some players. So I'm like, I need to know who you're bringing in. And he basically said, I'm not signing anyone above like the age of 23 or something like that. It was all young players he wanted to bring up. And I understood why, like, because he explained he wanted, like, when we were that Pez era, when we won like the 3 years in a row, we were all early 20s, and we'd kind of like built it together, like from a young age to become like what we are now. So he in his mind had like a long-term plan. He wanted to bring in some younger ones to like build them into it. Fair enough, not win in the first year, but his main goal is going to be for the second year, and then to start like to bring together like a group of players that have been raised together basically. But I think I understand what he was trying to do and it makes sense, but I do think we went a little bit too young, a little bit too inexperienced, and not enough of those like the experienced players, and just maybe not enough players period. Because if you look at our depth, unfortunately it's just not there, especially in the attacking way, like so I mean hopefully it's hard. We've been trying to, obviously the window is about to close, and we've been trying to grab some players.
I know you have.
We've got to do what we've got to do, man. We also don't want to get relegated. And I mean, you have enough to spare, let's be honest. You don't need to keep them all.
Okay.
Like, set them free, you know?
Set them free.
But yeah, we'll see. Christmas. Maybe we could pick up at least one. Yeah. Maybe we could pick up at least one, which would be crazy. We tried to get some of these bigger players, but I don't see that happening now. And then if we don't get a new one, we just have to work with what we have, obviously. But now things changing again with us.
Yes. So, Lewis Vallalonga, he chose to leave. Okay,
for business opportunities, which is legit.
Okay, well he's not there anymore. Okay,
it would look to be like, oh, Adelaide City are losing, he got sacked, but he does have a business opportunity. Like, he's going tomorrow to Philippines for like a few weeks for his business.
Lewis has left for the Philippines.
Yes.
A former Adelaide City and West Adelaide
player. He played for both. Yeah.
Adrian Sandtrack, who was the West Adelaide coach for 2 years in 2019 and 2020.
Yeah.
I like Adrian.
Yeah.
Talks lots.
Has not changed.
No.
Nah.
Freezing nights, winter, like trying to get the point across. Like, I'm about to have to warm up again. Is it
I'll
the same?
I'll never forget me doing like squats and stuff, like doing lunges while he's talking. And just been like, okay, come on.
Hey, no injuries at City.
Yeah.
Come on, gotta keep it moving.
Yeah. Well, we had his greeting last night. Like, he met all the players at training last night, and like one of the first things he says to me is like, "Oh, I've changed. You know, I'm not as bad." And I was like, "Oh, really?" Aww. And then, but we like clearly not, because we chatted for like 2 hours with the whole team. We didn't train. It was intended that we were going to go out and train for a bit, and that did not happen, as I knew it wouldn't.
Off to a good start.
Yeah, but he knows what he's talking about. Like, it's funny. So he's complete opposite of Lewis. So we've literally, it is basically a complete fresh start, I think, for us. Like, being at this halfway point as well, it's probably perfect. But he's so old school, like, as you know, like old school coach, old school guy.
Yeah.
So that's actually going to be really interesting to see how the young ones handle that. Lewis was like very much about like being friendly with the team. Like, he would often like get amongst like playing Uno before training and that kind of stuff. Like playing games, playing Switch, everything. Don't see that from Adrian, unfortunately. But yeah, it will be interesting to see how they respond.
Yeah.
But I think we need it, to be honest. Like, we needed something drastic to change, and then maybe just him focusing on the team, on the results. Adrian doesn't care about like external things. Like, if you're not doing what he wants, he's just going to say, well, that was unintelligent.
Yeah.
And they're like, yeah, do what he doesn't. He'll just do what he thinks is necessary. Like, he doesn't really get involved in anything else, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, so who knows, like, might be perfect for us. It's not an easy job coming in halfway through, so
No,
like it would be so
especially in the
hard.
position you guys are in.
Yeah, with the team as well. It's
Yeah, the thing I found with Adrian is because he was such a good player, he actually was probably one of the only coaches that physically taught me things.
I
Like
agree.
how to kick the ball.
I agree completely.
Yes. So he was,
Yeah.
I remember, because like taking free kicks sometimes, don't do it all the time now, but I used to probably
you
most
and me
trainings.
Also,
And
I recall some of those bangers.
I'd be trying to kick it in and he would be like, Tilly, why don't you try and, kind of like what Condon does, like spin it almost, like get some spin on it. And I'm like, I've actually never been taught, like people just assume.
Yeah.
Like I'm kind of all just for like, try and kick as hard as you can and maybe hopefully it'll like somehow knuckleball and dip and go in. But yeah, and then he was having shots. I don't know if he does now because this is 5 years ago, but and yeah, still got it. Oh boy, still got it.
Yeah, he does.
But I like that side of him because I think, especially at NPL level, people just assume that you can't learn new skills, physical, like technical stuff.
Yeah, I completely agree with that. And I remember, and I said this to a player the other day, so obviously coming from those, so when I came to West Adelaide, I played like those 3 years under like the whole Pez era thing, where I didn't play as much, like I was very much, like I was good enough to play, but I was on the bench because the team was stacked, as we know. And then when I came to West, he literally he invested time in me, and because also he was a midfielder, so he actually taught me like where I should be all the time and like how I should swing to support players, like things that I actually didn't learn because I didn't have enough time invested in me at City. And like he literally taught me so many things about how to be like a successful number 6.
Yeah.
And like he literally, I probably would say he's what made me a starting player. Yeah. And then the next year at West again, when I went to Tracy, like I was just the starting 6. But like I honestly would say he taught me like how to be a 6. Yeah.
I think that's awesome.
Yeah. So good coach.
Yeah. We wish him all the best.
Yeah.
See you soon, Adrian.
Yeah. Good for banter too. He's funny. He's a funny character.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. 8th place, Flinders. 3 wins, 0 draws, 6 losses. Goal difference of -3 with 9 points. Cote's on 9 goals
already
because she got a cheeky first half hat trick against Metro.
Flinders, what do you think?
Yeah, interesting. So we played them in pre-season and Cote was playing and it was quite one-sided. I think it was 7-0, 8-0. But coming in, I can't remember how often we played them, but we played them twice in a row because of the cup mishap.
Right.
So the week we were supposed to play, that pitch was unsuitable to play on.
How annoying that is.
Got called on the night, very late.
Do you reckon they get a fine for that?
I don't know, but I hope so.
Because that's some shit. You all go there like...
Yeah, the reserves were supposed to play at 6 and we got a text message at 6 o'clock. Right. So, girls that go down and watch the reserves are already there. I'm at Kilburn because I've had to detour there to get my strip. So I'd already left. But yeah, getting a message when we're supposed to play at 8:30, which is shit enough, as we know.
Ridiculous.
That's a whole nother
on a
podcast.
Friday.
Yeah, it was a Friday.
That's actually ridiculous. Can we just talk about that quickly?
Yeah.
The other day it was like we played an 8:30 game, and then I remember just getting changed, and then I looked at one of the older players, and then she was just like, "I am so tired." Like she works like a big job all week. Yeah. Had the biggest day. It's Friday, and then it's like, man, like we just have to go out there and pay like another 2 hours. This is like a big deal. Yeah. Like we're exhausted. Like it's so late. It's so cold. Like,
do you know what I think it is? The reserves should maybe be playing Sunday.
Yeah, honestly, I don't think.
And again, no disrespect to the reserves, but 8:30 every week just ain't it. We played 6:30 last week and it was heaven.
Yeah, it's so the early games are literally life changing in comparison to that. It's so late.
Like I know it's important to have girls helping out the reserves, helping out the prems vice versa, so
Yeah.
play after each other. But there's got to be a better way.
Yeah.
Even you just make the at 6 and 8,
Yeah.
and then if you can't get there from work, you
Yeah.
can't get there from work, and make
Yeah.
it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree.
I'm
I
not-
would not put like I think the
Half the
Sunday
reserves
honestly
are at
putting them
school
on
anyway.
Sunday. Yeah, I think the Sunday thing is fine, and then you have players also the ones who didn't play. They know that they can then play on the Sunday. Like it's yeah, and then you know how sometimes we play on the weekend anyway. Then those games you can keep for your like double headery kind of vibes, but those like 8:15, 8:30s is just like it's hard. And on a Friday it's like some girl like also at my age now we're like working all the time, like we have lives. It gets harder as you're older. It's easier when you're 15 and in school, but it's like in July, middle of winter, like it's so late.
I haven't met anyone that's a fan of these late
I'm
games.
completely off it.
7 o'clock would be perfect.
7's my ideal. That's why I love like if we get a cup game and then we can just say 7.
Just choose,
it's perfect.
So yeah, did they get a fine? I'm not sure. I think it should have been a forfeit, personally.
Oh yeah, that's big.
To make a statement.
Yeah.
Because that was a pitch they had been training on all week.
Yeah.
And they knew the state of it.
That's the thing.
Whether or not they agreed with the decision that it wasn't good enough, that doesn't really, it's not relevant.
That pitch is shit anyway.
The ref,
to be fair.
I think it's historically been that way, no?
Yeah.
Like it's never been perfect. And I think maybe knowing you're playing West Adelaide, who train at Kilburn, play at Kilburn, or the grass at Service, I don't know. Can't really speak. I don't know anyone at Flinders that I've really asked it about, but I know that then meant we had a whole week off. We then had to play 3 games in 7 matches, which is the last match is that 3-3 draw to Metro.
That's rough.
Yeah.
Like that impacts other results. And it's like something that's...
And it benefits Metro.
Of course.
Yeah. So, I don't know. I think moving forward, if they weren't fined, then it's got to be...
They should get some sort of punishment.
Or make sure the pitch is checked prior, not 2 hours before kickoff.
Yeah.
Because then...
I would have been pissed like myself, like if I rock up, especially that place is not closed for many.
Yeah.
Like...
No, exactly. And it was down south, as you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Kilburn was available to offer, but that wasn't an option either. So, yeah, we tried to fix it, but being the away team, you don't get any say, unfortunately. And that game was close. We were down twice in that game and we ended up winning. God, I don't really remember. 4-2, I think. But we were down at half time 2-1.
Wow.
Yeah. And then we had played them again in the league. Oh, that was the other thing. Sorry, we played them in the league first. And then we had the cup and it was a Monday night. And I was actually on school camp, so I couldn't play the cup. So that's why I'm probably a little bit more triggered than the normal person, because I missed out on that game.
Yeah.
Because, again, if you're not the home team, you don't get much of a say of when it is. So, I mean, I got a night off, but really it's a Monday. You should have it off anyway.
Yeah, exactly. So they're going. Anyway. How are they going?
They are 9 points. So they haven't drawn, but they've won 3 and lost 6. Goal difference -3. So I think they're a respectable team. They bring the energy. Yeah. They bring the
They were
fight.
better than I thought they were going to be.
Yeah.
The first half against us, they controlled everything, but we had a bad start.
Yeah. Cote coming in, obviously.
Yeah.
Lifts it scoring wise.
Yeah. They definitely looked to her, obviously. Like just basically hitting balls up front. But I mean, it's working for them.
Yeah.
Second half was a lot better for us, but again, we couldn't capitalise, which is our problem. But they can score goals. Obviously, Cote makes a massive impact.
Yeah.
And then they got enough of the other, like some other players who are decent enough. I think at this point for them, especially like if you have enough who are decent enough, as well as some who are great, you're going to win games. And
again, the girls that have previously probably been used to state league, everything's just faster.
Yeah.
So they're used to that and they tire quicker as well. I think that's a big
true.
thing.
Yeah.
Second half, so we kind of look at teams and we think they're already gassed.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
again,
you can see that. That's a good one for these guys. They definitely got gassed in our second half too.
Yeah. But then if you're privileged enough, like in my situation, you have a bench full of girls that would start in any other team, to refresh the squad.
Love being rolled by West Adelaide in the end stages of the game. Can't relate.
Who's coming on? You're like, you're kidding me?
Lord.
This is ridiculous. 7th place, Salisbury Inter.
Love some of those girls. The best friend plays in that team, but for the past 2 years they've won.
Yeah.
We played them on Friday.
Credit to them to rock up in finals when it counts, but it seems during the year, in a consistent level, they just haven't been a consistent
Definitely
team.
not. Well, I think
7th place after winning the grand final. It's wild.
That's wild.
Yeah.
And then even last year, I remember they were looking about like what Adelaide City's looking now, maybe slightly more points, but they weren't high on the ladder at all at the halfway mark. And then they got a good run leading into finals, and then did what they did.
I think losing Calder at the back and that Ryder-Calder duo that was built over so long would be big, but they've brought in Lexi Knox from America. Likes a yellow card. 3 games, 3 yellow cards. Scored a great goal against you.
She did, yeah. So I was out watching old mate here, and then she drove right into the midfield and then had this cracker that I don't think anyone was expecting. And I was saying before, I literally just like whipped out my phone, like in the stands, was like replay. It was wild.
Yeah.
So she's a good get for them.
Yeah, for sure.
But
I think Carl would have been looking.
Yeah,
maybe
they
for a while
needed
to
something.
Feel in a bit of a spot.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're just a
but
team
if they
that manages to get it done.
Yeah,
I
they
can't
do.
really explain how or why.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, something about them.
Yeah, that's very true.
As I know.
And I think if they get, sorry for you, if they get some good signings, maybe from some A-League players coming in, that could also help them a lot. Which I think they might get a couple.
Yeah, previously Zoe Tollan may be returning and Katie Bowler, which would boost them massively.
And I think they need that too.
Yeah. But we'll see. But 7th place for Salisbury Inter is kind of a bit hard to believe at the moment.
But I couldn't rule them out because of what they've shown in the past 2 seasons, like coming back from the depth.
That's what I mean.
And then winning a grand final.
Yeah. Angela Mills, top goal scorer with 3 goals so far. 6th place, Adelaide Uni. 3 wins, 3 losses, 3 draws. Goal difference -5 with 12 points. Nicole O'Neill with 5 goals, who is the Irish...
Good player.
I was going to say Irishman. Can you say Irishman?
Irish
lady?
Irish
I want to say the Irish lady.
The Irish.
The girl...
Irish lass.
The Irish player.
Yeah. She's good.
I've got to say, we play Uni, I think, round 2, so we have them next week. Long weekend. The right back, what's her name? Radler?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I was playing on her, and I was just kind of like, didn't really know that they'd even signed a couple of new players, but I just felt like just that bit of quality straight away, like with Nicole up front and
that American
Radler.
one in the middle. What's her? Do you know that one?
Is there another?
She wears her.
Oh, that's Nicole, I think.
Oh, that's her.
Yeah, that's
okay. Yeah, she wears the sleeves up.
Yeah.
She was quality. In our game.
Yeah, she's a goaler.
And I had no idea as well. So we had them round 1. So then we have them again on Friday.
Yeah.
And I was like we said at the start, like if I were to pick a team who's probably going to be on the lower end of the ladder, it would have been Uni based on previous results like last season. And then they came out there and those players made a difference. Yeah. And then they've done well results wise since. Yeah.
They've also just announced the signing of Sarah Morgan from Adelaide United.
Yeah.
And a couple more that will be confirmed soon. Experienced players. So I think that definitely
they've now got that depth, strengthened a lot on that side. So I think that they're going to be competing for a high spot in the finals.
Yeah, I agree with that for sure. Metro, 5th place. They were second for they were top for a little bit.
Wild.
Yeah, they were top for a few weeks, and then they started dropping some points. So 1-4, drawn 2, lost 3, goal difference -3 with 14 points. Millie Scott on 5. I gotta say, she's been fire lately.
Yeah.
Her finishes are quite good.
Yeah, she can pull off some crackers.
Yeah. I think both times I commentated a few weeks ago, but then I was also watching the Metro Flinders goal. She scored in that game. She scored first, and then they ended up losing, that result was crazy. What even happened.
Yeah.
But yeah, they have Siobhan Eastham, who was part of the
She's doing
team.
so well.
She's an engine.
As a 6, I loved seeing her there.
Yeah.
She's killed it. The 2 games we played against them, she was a standout for me.
Do you know what it is for her? She's got a brain.
Yeah.
I think
she's
she's
way
the
better
thing so well.
as a 6 than... Because she didn't play 6 for you, did she?
Yeah.
I saw her in defence.
Full back.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
But I think she's perfect as a 6.
Yeah.
And she's done well.
Again, an experienced player.
Yeah,
good football brain.
Mm-hmm.
Loveliest human.
Yeah,
ever.
she's good. She's good. I played with her AFCON
Oh,
Cup.
yeah.
Yeah,
Nice.
it was good.
Yeah, we love Chevy.
Yeah.
Chevy. Little Pommy.
What do you think about Metro? Because I reckon they're ones that I don't think should be that spot on the ladder, to be quite honest.
Oh, I love your brutality
today.
It's
a bit savage.
You're right. She's injured. She's pissed off. She's lying on the table.
Yeah, literally.
Watch out, everyone.
Yeah, I just think as a team overall, I don't actually think they play the nicest football. Like in the cup, they were better than when we played them in the league. Like both times we lost. So what does that say about us? But where are they? 5th? 4th?
Yeah, 5th.
5th.
So they've won 4. I think 3 of them were early on, and then they've struggled a little bit. Obviously, the draw against us would have been. They were stoked with that.
I think just when I think about like teams that combine and actually play football well, I don't think they're up there for me. I think like even Adelaide Uni are probably a bit. I would rate them higher than Metro. Metro just managed to pull off some good results, and they're very physical team.
Yeah, I think that's a big thing for them.
Like they when they played us, they kind of annihilated us physically.
Yeah.
Like they would always come out of 50-50 challenges on top. So I mean that's a credit to them. But like I don't think they're the best ball playing team by far. The league's behind you guys, for example.
Yeah. Another new coach. So their coach was dismissed, I believe.
Yes.
I don't know the ins and outs of that.
I think that happened just before our cup game.
Yeah, in round 7.
Yeah.
Mansueto, as far as I believe,
he
taking
coached
reign
in the cup game.
Yeah.
Mansueto, yeah.
So I don't know if they're going to find an official replacement or if he's just going to step up as the assistant into the head coach role. But I think that's caused a bit of disturbance in that team.
I'm sure it would. It's hard. All those internal changes can make impacts. Hopefully it doesn't go badly for us too. But I'm sure there's a lot going on there.
Yeah. But yeah, 5th. So
that
from
bit
2nd to
close.
6th or even 7th, it's changing every single week.
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting to see if
This
anybody
next lot of
starts
the
to pull
season.
away. Yeah. 4th place is Bacala. 5 wins, 0 draws, 4 losses. Goal difference of 1 with 15 points. Vogel sang with 5 goals at the moment, so leading. Quite like her as a player, to be honest.
Yeah.
She's a bit of a dark horse for them.
Yeah, I think so too. She was decent. I remember playing against them. I don't remember our score against them. Did we win?
2-0.
Double header. I reckon.
Yeah, it was 2-0 because I think we were training.
It was a Monday.
Oh.
Yeah, we played on a Monday and then we had a game on the Friday. It was like a 4-day
That's
turnaround.
right. I remember thinking, I was like, oh, City beat Berks.
Yeah.
And then I didn't know that would be the only win so far, to be honest. I thought they'd just...
I wasn't expecting
Berks are hard to sort of read of how they'll go. I feel like they're not the most consistent team. but that also can, a little bit similar to Inter's,
Yeah.
they'll find ways. Chris Goddard, as we know,
Yeah.
as a coach, has been around a long time.
He has been around.
He's been managing that team quite well. Obviously,
Yeah.
they made the prelim last year,
Yeah.
so that could have easily been Pacala in the final instead of Inter.
Yeah, they got so close.
So close.
They had a great run towards the end of the season as well.
Yeah, so it'd be
from what I've
interesting.
heard, everyone is really happy there. Like, I know a couple of even new players who've gone there this year who are loving the environment.
Yeah.
And then Dylan and Izzy, the A-League players who often would come to City, they went there last year and they loved it.
Yeah.
Like they would, and I think if they went back, they would go back there because they really enjoyed. So they're doing something right at that club, which is good. And I mean, having these points so early on now, it's helped them. Like they've got a little bit more of a safety net.
Yeah.
So a couple more wins for them, and they'll be cruising into finals again.
I think similar to Campbelltown, when you can see from the outside, obviously if you know Campbelltown team, but you can see that it's like a decent club, like the club vibe, the club culture.
Yeah.
There's other teams you look at and you think, would hate to be in there.
Yeah.
Just to be honest with you, but
I agree. You can see that from them, which is great.
Yeah.
And that's going to attract more players, I think. So
yeah, it'd be interesting to see if they pick up anybody else.
Yeah, it will be.
I'm sure by the time this video comes out, maybe there'll be some announcements.
Yeah, I reckon so.
Third place is Adelaide Comets. They've won 4, drawn 3 and lost 2. Goal difference of 8 with 15 points. Hazelwood is leading at 6 goals. She is a gun.
Yeah.
Yeah, so consistent. She's been massive for that team.
Yeah, she has.
I think if they didn't pick her up, it would be, a different story.
Yeah. They picked up some good players.
They have. They made good signings early on.
Yeah. Well, when I saw that team
Willoughby and Erin.
Yeah, when I saw that team on paper, I was like, whoa. They've got it for sure. But then I think some of their results haven't really gone the way. And I mean, we played them early as well, like round 3, I reckon we drew when we actually could have won. We were unlucky not to win that one too. But yeah, you look at that team on paper, they should be right up there with you guys. So I think it's a bit unfortunate that they haven't got there yet. But who's to say this second half of the season they can't? Because they have the players. So I think something just hasn't gelled with them just yet. I don't know. How did you go against them?
It was a 2-win one.
2-1
win.
2-1 win?
Yeah.
Okay, close game or?
It was fairly close.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say, again, on paper, if you look at...
Yeah, it's a great squad.
Saroulis and Nicola and...
Yeah.
Erin
really
coming in.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anna as well. And also signing Abby Middleton will be big for them.
Yeah.
Hazelwood and Panagaris coming back.
Yeah.
I've got Yuka.
Look at that now.
So it's
and
not
Yuka.
like
that team is wild.
Yeah. It's not like that short of any quality. Been saying that third place isn't a bad place to be, but drawing 3 and losing 2 is surprise. I definitely thought they'd be putting a bit more pressure on Westies, to be honest. But again, only halfway done, so we'll see.
I reckon they're going to come for you guys now.
Yeah.
Actually, they should pick up some more. You
Everybody's
would think
trying.
that they would. They can try, but will they succeed? Is the thing. Let them try. Yeah.
Just got to keep doing what we're doing. Second place, NTC, 5 wins, 2 losses, 2 draws, goal difference of 18, which is very impressive. 17 points. Blishki on 9 goals, so she's second in the league behind Yamada. Grayson Blishki's been pretty impressive.
She's good.
Yeah,
Good
she's
player.
so solid.
Yeah, she was great when we've played them.
Yeah, she's strong.
Yeah.
Likes to, and there's a lot of quality on that team. Just technical ability, so athletic. They're so young. They run all day.
Yeah.
Pace, and I think if they can get back into sort of more of a consistent rhythm. There's been a couple of games I've seen they haven't been playing their sort of textbook.
Yeah.
I know the game against Metro, at least, maybe that was an off game for them, but I think Metro won that night.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they beat.
I reckon.
Yeah, they lost to Metro, and it just wasn't the typical, triangle switching. A lot of just keeping possession sort of play that I'm used to from them.
Yeah. They're very much a possession based team.
Yeah. So I think if they continue that, they will easily stay up there. They're obviously going to be looking to close the gap. 8-point gap at the moment.
8-point gap.
Yeah.
Little flex. No, deserved.
Well, you got to talk about it. We're at the top. I didn't want to start with us.
Yeah, so fair.
No one else's podcast. Come on. I'm welcoming anyone else to do this as well. Come on, come and chat about it. It's fun.
It is fun. It's a good time.
First place, West Adelaide, 8 wins, 1 draw, no losses. Goal difference of 19.
Not lost.
No losses yet.
Sheesh.
Goal difference of 19, which is only 1 in front of NTC, which is something NTC are doing, scoring lots of goals.
Yeah, can't relate.
With 25 points. Nina Yamada, 14 goals, leading
Quality player.
out of 14
My
goals
pick
in 9
for
games.
Player of the year, I reckon.
It'd be hard not to at this point.
But it's hard on your team. That's the thing when you have a team like yours. It's like you steal points from each other.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
it's true.
But she kills it.
Yeah.
I can't believe some of these. She's always in the right spot.
Yeah.
Even like the game against us, like I think it was first and second goal, something like that. It was one of the. It was like it falls right to her, and it's like she'd been we started against you guys pretty strongly, and then we were like, oh my god, this is actually good, and then just something happened, and then she'd kind of been out of the game a bit, and then grateful. I think you might have put a ball in for one of them.
Oh.
And then went right to her, and then another one from across, like went right to her. And it's like she's always but that's a credit to her. She's always knows where to be.
Yeah.
She's quality.
Yeah. So NTC and West Adelaide both scored 33.
Wow.
And we have conceded 14 to their 15, so very tight with the goal difference.
That is very tight.
But yeah, it's got that bit of a gap, which is thanks to a couple of draws from them early on. Yeah, I think, I've got to give a shout out here. Hayley Wellington has been massive for us.
Yeah.
Not just defensively, but just getting forward, putting those crosses in.
Yeah.
Like, just putting crosses right onto Nina's head. And just, work rate. Never really gives up. Emily Hodgson coming in.
Legend.
Soon, again, in your dream team.
Yeah.
That would be massive for us. Laura Johns as well has been phenomenal so far. She's the most consistent player.
Yeah,
ever.
I thought about putting her in my left back.
Yeah.
It was very close between her and Alicia.
Yeah, I think she's another.
Because she also gets forward so well. Like, she's just such a experience, and she's got the experience.
So experienced.
You two play so well together.
So smart.
Yeah,
it's
and like when she comes out all the way in the middle, it's like, what was that?
Yeah.
She makes it hard in there.
Yeah.
You guys are doing well. How are you finding the season?
It's been good.
Compared to other seasons?
Yeah, obviously no complaints. Haven't lost a game. There's more depth this year compared to last, so I think, especially in our midfield, Lily DeCola, Maddie Wright, Anna Pritchard, Harriet Burnett.
Shout out to Anna Pritchard, what an amazing human being, having a child.
Oh yes, we love Anna.
A child in September and back playing high level football.
Yeah,
she's an absolute machine, my idol.
I know, and she's just, she's like nothing happened now. She's just running around. You could never tell if you just watched the game and said she had a baby 6 months ago. They'd be like, what the hell?
It's crazy.
No, that's awesome.
No, she's a legend.
Yeah, and we're having another midfielder sign, so it's made it very interesting. I think.
Why don't you give us some? Like, we'll take it. We need it, especially now.
No, not at the moment. Maybe.
So selfish.
Gotta wait for the window to close and I'll think about it. No. It's a bit selfish, isn't it?
It is so selfish.
Girls want to be at the club.
Sharing is caring.
Girls want to be there. So, shout out to them. Leonardo too. I don't know if I said.
She's a good character. She's a great great club person.
Great club person. I'm glad you
Yeah.
said that because she was one of those ones that ventured down to Flinders and had to turn around and come home from where she live, like Gawler.
Oh. That's terrible.
Fine,
and give it to Leah.
Forfeit. Yeah, give Leah the money for petrol.
Send the invoice.
Nah, it's been good.
You got a good group there.
Good
club.
good coaching staff. I think having Kilburn's been massive to actually have a home base.
I do like it's not. Yeah, so now you've got that up and running. Well, you played your first game in it last year, didn't you?
Yeah, we played the city game.
Yeah, city game.
Yeah. It's not finished completely internally, so we're gonna have our own home.
You're getting another change room in there.
Our home change room.
Yeah. You only have 2.
Yeah, no,
you can't do that.
Nah, that'll be the away one.
Yeah,
So there's going to be a one that's probably like 5 times the size because they are pretty small.
Yeah.
So just leaving the big space for us, you know.
Yeah, good.
Cup semi-finals draw came out yesterday. West Adelaide versus Metro. So a rematch of obviously that draw. The only points we've lost.
Mm-hmm.
So that'll be massive. I was hoping we were going to get them actually. NTC and Salisbury Inter. So again, as we said, Salisbury Inter in the league.
Yeah.
Currently at
7th.
So to be in 7th place and be in a semi-final for the cup is
it's crazy.
It's pretty crazy. So
I
what's your
reckon-
predictions? Who's making that final? Put you on the spot.
I reckon
And if you say Metro, you're done.
Nah, you guys will get them. You never know though. Anything can happen in their cup game.
Very true.
I mean, even Sturt made the final against you.
I
Like you
know.
guys last year. That's insane.
Yeah. Nina scored a goal against us.
You guys were losing.
We went down 1-0.
I remember I was overseas. I was watching and I was like, "What the hell is
What
going
is
on?"
going- What's going on?
Like Twilight Zone. What's going on?
That
Yeah.
song.
It's a great tune.
in
But
my head.
you guys will win and NTC will win against Salisbury. That's just like the obvious outcome for me, but I mean anything can happen.
Okay, what about the final? Who's lifting the cup?
If it's you and NTC, you guys.
Just because I'm here, or
Nah. Maybe. Nah.
you guys can't
You-
see?
I
I've
mean, you
actually
never
got a
know.
gun to her head.
What was the score? Sorry, against you guys in your last one? You and NTC.
What's before?
You
we
ran the
played?
Instagram, right?
Yeah.
It's bloody good.
Thank you, mate.
I actually had a friend of mine say, "Oh, you should see the West Adelaide women because the boys have one as well,
Yeah.
and it's so much better."
Oh, that's the best.
Yeah.
Yes, I run the Westies Instagram. It's
Shout out to Tilly.
shout out to me.
Sorry, I always call you Tilly.
No, that's fine.
Do you get many people calling you Tilly?
everyone
Everyone.
at soccer?
Good.
It's fine.
That's
I can't
not just
find
me.
this. Speaking of this Instagram, I can't find it. Oh, was it close?
4-3.
It was 4-3, and Anna scored the winner.
Oh, the
in
winner of the
99th
250
minute.
game.
Yes.
At service.
Yes,
What a
I
babe.
remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah. How can I forget that? Yeah, that was a thriller.
Yeah.
Um,
What a time to score the winner as well for Anna.
yeah, she come on and
How good.
got the job done.
Yeah. All right. Interesting. But you guys will run. You'll win. I see it.
I hope you're right. I know it's
Yeah.
gonna be tough.
It'll be
no
hard,
matter what.
But
Obviously, beating Metro is first on the list.
mhm.
Hopefully. Speaking of Inter, congratulations to Chantel Ryder.
Big
and
congrats.
partner Bridget on the safe arrival of Frankie Marie Ryder. Might be seeing her in 15 years putting on a Inter top. I said that to Chance, but she said Bridget's thinking footy.
Oh no. Oh no. That's so upsetting.
Anyway, no pressure,
Come on, Shans.
Frankie, but maybe she'll play at West Adelaide. Who knows?
Who knows? Where she'll play.
Cool, we're going to wrap it up there.
I reckon.
It was fantastic to chat some football with you,
Some
Ali.
football shit.
Chat some shit. Hope your foot gets better.
Me too.
That is
That
also
would be
shit.
nice. Yeah, hopefully it's the law of the 4 to 6 week. But no, I'll be back soon.
We'll probably be back against us.
Yeah.
Is that your goal?
To be back for you guys. I reckon that would probably be my first game back, to be honest.
Probably.
Just don't kill me when you
Probably
What do you
coming
think?
straight for the ankle.
No, you should be alright.
Oh.
Let's see how we go. Thanks for having me on.
That's alright. Thanks for being here. Thanks for watching or listening wherever you are. Hope you're not too offended if you're one of those players in a team.
Yeah.
We're just savages.
Yeah, I'm known to be a bit of a savage, but honesty is good, right?
Honesty is good. And from our perspective. So,
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. And don't forget the 50,000 views.
Yes.
Let's crack the mill.
Get on the Insta. Let's crack it. Gonna throw a millie party. Well, hopefully it's not too long until next time. Might have to hunt down my next guest. So if you're listening and you want to come on, hit me up. Alright guys, thank you for joining us. We will catch you next time. Bye.